Andre. Hello, Georgie. Thanks for your help, Andre. You're welcome. The rod turned smoothly, and the window above me opened. It is clothing time, Monsieur Lobineau. Already, there's just aren't enough hours in the day. More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up. Eh bien, see you tomorrow. Good night, Monsieur. Look at this! Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight. What the? Who's there? Let's get out of here! And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent. Poor shoes. What a mess. I bungled the whole thing. I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks. Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod. No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume. You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot. Those dorks are more likely to shit their own fate. I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat? Don't faire chercher, please. Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie. Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod. Aren't you going to try putting the gem on the tripod? I guess so. Nothing happened. Yeah, the gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove? Maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location. There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there? Oh, by the way, I had a visit from Andre Lobino. Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address. Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the Nat's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest. I sure hope so. Lobino explained who the Hashashin were. Yeah? The cult of the assassins. Oh, boy. I have to go. Already? You only just arrived. Time and tide wait for no man. Okay, I'll see you later. was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing, but you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons. Why is that? The juggler was good. Why he couldn't put that kind of application into getting a real job, I had no idea. Maybe he just liked dressing up like a horse's ass. Hey, you with the ball. What do you know about the Knights Templar? Le Templier? Ah, the last Grandmaster, Jacques Dumoulin, was burnt on an Alani machine in 1314. Wow, you're pretty well educated for a juggler. No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there. How did you learn to be a juggler? Juggler? What is this juggler? It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler. No, I am a jongleur. A jongleur? What's that? Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the cultural gravity, European mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the province of Europe and the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turn in their hours of need. Wait, let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so. That juggling doesn't look so difficult. Oh, it does not, does it not? But you feel you could do better. No? We'll give it a try. Be my guest. I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be? A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers. Not so easy after all, is it? No, I guess not. It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands. Catch you later. Au revoir, monsieur. In the middle of the square was a manhole. I wondered if there might be something relevant beneath street level. Hello again, officer. Hello again, monsieur. What do you think of the juggler? Ah, he is excellent, most watchable. But he's blocking the thoroughfare and obstructing traffic. So, he is amusing. The traffic isn't. If he wants to block it, who am I to say? No, you're a cop. Ah, me? So I am. Ah, well. So, you're not going to do anything about this guy? No, he probably doesn't even have a license. Ah, a license? This I did not consider. So, what are you going to do? The instant I return to the station, I shall check. Return to the station? Why not just ask him? And spoil his concentration. What kind of a barbarian do you take me for? I'll see you around. Oui, monsieur. I'll be there. A typically Parisian sidewalk cafe. Last time I visited one of those, it blew up. I decided I was happy enough right where I was. Try again. Wait, what is it this time? Have you seen this man before? No. Does this lab pass mean anything to you? You what in a lab? No, try again. You steal lab passes? No. Well, not as a habit. This was a special case. Does this matchbook mean anything to you? You smoke? No, I don't. In that case, it means nothing to me. This gadget is a sewer key. I do not want it. Thank you. I'm not selling it. I just wanted your opinion. It is hardly my area of expertise. Catch you later. Au revoir, monsieur. Architectural echo of the gallows that once used to stand here. I once read a list of low-stress jobs. It didn't include police work. Obviously, this guy hadn't read the same list. Officer. Hello again, monsieur. Does this red nose mean anything to you? Ah, you are a clown. Do I look like a clown? No. Although you chuckle like one. No. If I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation for you. What do you mean? Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown? You had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it, You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur. You have it. Does this red nose mean anything to you? No. I'll see you around. Leave. Hi again. Leave. What is it this time? I'd like to have another try at juggling, please. You have gone on a crash course, Bobs. No. I just had an insight into presentation. Huh? Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please. If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur. Okay, now for my secret weapon. The juggler was speechless with rage. They could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls and left in a fury. Hey, you forgot one of your balls. Hey, but he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change. The recent showers had made the levels rise a little, but at least the place didn't smell so much. What's a guy supposed to do with a sewer? Don't answer that. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templars and something about innocence. Close up, I could see a faded inscription. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe. There was a handle in the boat that fed out chain with a hook on the end. A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. Either that or the Phantom of the Opera was somewhere near. On the boat was a winching machine. The hook lay in a bed of chain. Okay, it's long jump time. Here goes. Do I look crazy or something? There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. The inscription was undecipherable. The plaster had cracked and was falling away. I wondered why. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence. There were Hey, that's hollow. It was time for some brutal destruction. I'd poked a hole in an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this. The hook lay in a bed of chain. I'd poked a hole in it. If any archaeologists came by, they'd... Close up, I could see the plaster was thinner where I'd broken through, and behind it were some cogs and a lever. There was some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it. The hook lay in a bed of chain. Here goes. Hey, cool. I'd pulled the lever right over. Inside the hole, I could see one of the cogs had come loose and jammed the mechanism solid. Inside the hole, I could see one of the cogs had come loose and jammed the mechanism solid. mechanism was trashed. It would take a blacksmith or an engineer to do anything with that. There was a crack in the wall. Through it, I could see a glimmer of natural light. In the beginning was the end. And then what by our enemies began our darkness. In the end will be a beginning. And then to our enemies will start your day. What bold? The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. It has successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. Good. Mademoiselle? Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executive to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action out of thought and planning in all the major government. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. The millennium is almost upon us, and everything is in place for the rise of our new order. Almost. Professor, where is the broken sword? As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a global hindrance. And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor? We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors, hold on. These are the Templars? Must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the south of the Hornet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail. I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram. Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lakmar gem when the Hashashin came near. And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple. That's not what he believes. He actually thinks. Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust. When Philip attempted to destroy the order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results. Not petty bickering. Not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet. Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually living in Paris. Excellent. What is it? Well, we're not exactly sure at present. Ha! dare not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own. Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital. Nake was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders. I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I would not mean to. Have you any good news for us, Professor? We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished. Where was he? Still, we know that he arrived, but after that, nothing. The assassin! I hear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative. At the bottom of the steps, I could see a glow. It seemed a good moment to be cautious. I could hear voices from the lit area. This was it. The conspiracy was revealed. Okay, nobody move. I'm making a citizen's arrest. At last, I had them. I could see the fear in their eyes as their little scheme came to pieces. You're all going away for a very long time. And you can just drop those guns. You're impressing nobody. It would take a blacksmith or an engineer to do anything with that. The door mechanism was trashed. There was a crack in the wall. Through it, I could see a glimmer of natural light. In the beginning was the end. And then was our enemies. They had our darkness. In the end will be a beginning. And then to our enemies, where are you there? What? The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. It has successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. Good. Mademoiselle? Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executive to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. The millennium is almost upon us, and everything is in place for the rise of our new order. Almost. Professor, where is the broken sword? Oh, last time. You have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor? We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors, hold on, these are the Templars? Must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the south of the Hornet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail. I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram. Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lakmaru gem when the Hashashin came here. And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple. That's not what he believes. He actually thinks. Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust. When Philip attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results. Not petty bickering. Not excuses. Now, Professor. Baphomet. Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually living in Paris. Excellent. What is it? Well, we're not exactly sure at present. Ha! But I have my best people working on it. You will do well not to criticize others, Eggplant. At least I have not murdered one of our own. Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital. Marquet was a liability. Eggplant dealt with him on my orders. I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I would not mean to. Have you any good news for us, Professor? We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished. Where was he? Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing. The assassin. I feel so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good authority. It's me again.
Josh.
Look, about that tripod.
I hope you're still not angry with me.
Oh no, not really. That was some feat. Abseiling through the skylight, I mean.
I haven't done anything like that since I was at school.
You were great. But next time you plan a stunt like that, please warn me. Let's take another look at the manuscript. That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum. That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarn. Would you like this juggling ball?
Have you been drinking, Josh?
No, go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
I could hear voices from the lit area. This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The new millennium will belong to us. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princes of this world. On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and two Latin phrases. Non omnis moriar and clarior e tenebris. I shall not die completely, the brighter from the darkness. There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle I could see words inlaid into the stone. In the middle of the circle was a stump of stone, a shaft of daylight from the world above lancing down to touch it. No way. The light, falling from above, struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays, and each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the seal, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marie. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant. I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there. The guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword. Whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we've got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how does he hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens, and a guy called Klausner was going to Syria. But they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marie is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
And send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Do you think I should go to Marie?
Syria is a long way, Georges.
The rifle looked dangerous to the user. I didn't really want to lug the rifle around with me. An old executive toy and a cheap plaster statuette. There didn't seem much helpful around here. I had neither the money nor the desire to buy any of that garbage. There were some great bargains on the shelf, providing you ran a junk museum. I hadn't come all this way to seek out curios. The cat was an ugly brute who looked like he owned the joint. It was the sort of bell you see in hotel receptions. Kind of unexpected here. The stand was being watched by a young boy, maybe 12 years old. Hey there, young fella. Speak ye you the English? Speak you the Anglais? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed oui, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nietzsche. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Huh? Templar. Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program, featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow, and a stick man with a halo.
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. He was better animated.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think that is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
Or what?
From the medieval edition. We had this on the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a filter is. Go on, I know all this stuff.
Never mind. Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders, they came to the East on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today, it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
Is that your father lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayub's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though standing does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Tassi, Think, Noto, Old Editor, What Ho.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
So long, Nijo.
Voodoo Pip, sir.
There was a kebab stand, and an ugly one at that. In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do. The stallholder's face wasn't a great ad for running a kebab stand. Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Most good.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
The guy running the stand seemed pretty happy. People always want fruit. I wasn't hungry and didn't want to buy fruit, so I didn't start a conversation. Embarrassed as I am to admit it, you can spot an American tourist a mile off. Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me. Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne, my name's George Stobar. Have you talked to Nijo?
Me, Joe. He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not going to find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them door stands.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please. I saw a medieval picture of a woman, royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens. Do you think wolves have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kind of lax to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why?
Ow! You could have warned me. You don't mind, do you, George? The folks back home will be real interested.
Where is your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
What does Pearl do for a living?
Oh, I run a greetings card company, and Pearl writes the poems for her. You ought to ask her to recite some.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Marine looked pretty defendable with a high wall all around it. I figured going out into the countryside was a pretty good way to get lost. It must have taken him all morning just to set up his stall. I had nothing to buy a carpet with, and didn't want to lug one around anyway. The stall had the fanciest awnings I'd ever seen. It was good to have some shade from the scorching Syrian sun. The carpet seller had an impressive collection of wares. If I had the time and the money, I might have bought a couple of rugs. Unfortunately,
I'd neither the time nor the money to buy anything. The carpet in the middle looked familiar somehow. It was the pattern. I'd seen that pattern somewhere recently. It was the pattern. I'd seen that pattern somewhere recently. The carpet seller looked craftier than the offspring of a fox and an insurance agent.
Hi, hello sir, lovely carpet. Ma'asalama.
It's me again.
Uruba. Hello sir.
Did this matchbook mean anything to you?
Ah, give to me, give to me. Allah move.
I remember thinking, is this a trap?
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No, no, and again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No, I am told that the Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ulta, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellence. Yes,
This I had to hear.
where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marine yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ulta.
Thanks. See you around, Otar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
The spittoon was nearly full. What do they sell here? Drinks or expectorants? Even if I'd wanted to spit, my mouth was too dry. Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry. Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, maybe.
Maybe.
It will something in translation.
I knew the door was locked. I need the key to get in there. I hadn't felt the need to spit since I was 12. The outside of the ornate spittoon was beautiful. The inside wasn't. I was surprised to see alcohol on open sale in Syria. Then I realized this wasn't really open sale. And then I realized they weren't even alcoholic drinks anyway. I had neither the time nor the money to buy anything. The club manager's bonhomie seemed forced. Looking at the place, I could understand that. This is definitely not what they meant when they said the joint was jumping. Hi, nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon. I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, all righty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
I don't know why, but I felt like I could trust this guy.
Hello again, Ultar. Great hellos, munificent foreigner, and possible future client.
Well, you never know. Would you mind talking to me?
He's most agreeable. This is how Ultar learned such splendid English, yes? Yes.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes. Ultar have met them. And they most ungenerous. Ultar offered to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, everything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen taxi? Man belt older than Ozymandias. But they go.
What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, Chiriat metimate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon. Whatever that is.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great Sheba band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions. What do you make of that boy in the market, Mojo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English, and he laughed. He said, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough. Pretty funny, yes?
Hilarious. You should be on cable. This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stobie.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Kloppenham.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Walter said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on. You wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 miles out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent, lovely views. Well, visiting, yes, buying DVD.
How do I get there?
No,
Let me guess.
you need fine luxury guy to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guy?
And Ultar is most luxurious guy for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my present and luxuriant service?
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please.
$50. Let him have $50.
Oh, most unhappy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I can barter with you?
Word that it was so beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. justice, but it's box for zip for unfortunate Americans.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid sight?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh? Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Shake my hand, Othar.
Ha ha. Reminds me of things that happened months ago. Maybe 6. Man come up to Ultar, say, shake hands, Ultar. But man have electric buzz thing in his hand. Ha ha. Oh, now. Then I broke his arm.
What do you think of this ball?
He's most splendid, mister.
Have a look at this.
Shiny.
See you around, Othar.
Very most splendid, good sir.
It's me again.
Muruba. Hello there. Ma'asalama.
It was a guess, but I figured the woman to be an American tourist. Just call me Sherlock. Hello. I was wondering whether you could help me.
There, Hanson. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot. Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No. No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
Have you met the taxi man, Ultor?
Heavens, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most... Oh, you mean a taxi ride? No, Dwayne wasn't interested, so it didn't happen.
Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him? His name's Nijo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
I've been talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh,
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems that go in them.
oh yes indeed. I consider myself the artist of the family. Tell me, George, would you like to hear one of my poems?
Yes, go on then.
Okay then, darling, here we go. Our sympathy upon this time, when your heart doth break.
I like the dog.
Classy, isn't it? We know the priest that must a greeting card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little? Hold on. Didn't Dwayne say they were from Cleveland?
What was that, sweetness?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. I met your husband earlier. He's an interesting man.
That's why I married him.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines in Vietnam, you know. And why? He got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really. What does this mean to you?
Gosh, is this some sort of psychological test?
No.
Oh, well in that case, it's a red ball.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Hello again, sir. Hello. Kebab. Yeah. Well, goodbye. Have a nice day. Most good. How would this guy make a living selling useless old machine parts in the middle of nowhere? He didn't have anything that I needed. The stand was hawking ancient machine parts. The stand was hawking ancient machine parts that seemed to be from a stripped-down printing press. I couldn't imagine where they'd come from or who would want them. Hi there, Dwayne. Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella? Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head? Can't say as I have. Where's that? I don't know. I'm trying to find out. Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic. Have you met Luthor? Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister. Yeah, the cabbie tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere. Have you seen this man before? Maybe. Where'd you get it? I just picked it up somewhere. Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around. Ow, damn it. There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one. What do you think of this? A blood pressure gauge? Why in blue blazes are you carrying that? I'm carrying it for a friend. Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne. Count on it, George. The stand had kebabs dangling from the canopy. As a marketing device, it lacked something. Close up, I could see flies love kebabs. Hello again, sir. Hello. Kebab? Yeah. What do you make of this? My kebab. Most good. Well, goodbye. Have a nice day. Most good. Tiny Joe.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Uta, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's Arthur. A miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
See you around, Joe.
Ta-ta for now, sir.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
I liked her too much to zap her with the buzzer. What do you think of this?
Oh, that scientific. It's the blood pressure thing, isn't it?
Have you ever heard of anybody calling himself Merlin?
Merlin?
No, Merlin. Merlin. There's an O in there.
Merlin?
You haven't, have you?
No, darling. No, Merlin.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Reminds me of my late Uncle Abner.
Oh, is he a clown?
No, he was a drunk.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Templars.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh? Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Am I showing you this?
Yes, mister.
Bye for now, Lothar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Hello again, friend. There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Period. My Arabic, Russian, and Japanese have a lot in common. I can't read a word of any of them. The notice didn't mean anything to me. By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it. I knew the door was locked. I need the key to get in there. Hello again, Lothar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes. Come back, it's been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
See you around, Lothar.
Fare you most splendid, good sir.
merchant was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later. Pearl was actually as close to decency as she could be. Syria's a pretty conservative country. They don't like women displaying legs and shoulders. I wondered if the respect for local custom was accidental or deliberate. Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Nothing. It's okay. Hi, Nigel.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Oh, it's okay. Nothing. As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was. Ah, bad-tempered as well as ugly. The stand was selling some fruit I didn't recognize. This is what travel is all about. Roam the world and discover strange fruit. Hi there, Dwayne. Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella? It's okay. I'll catch you later. Hi, Nigel.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
What do you think of this, eh?
Sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest, people will come from far and wide to see my
Yes?
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hordes of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point. Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. This stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand. And I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind. You really want this ball?
You know I do, sir.
Here, shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir. At least not while you've got that shake and shock buzzer clumsily concealed in your palm.
Oh, you noticed.
Outlawed in 3 separate arms limitation conventions, those are.
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say. Cold eyes. A comedian. No surprise there. I didn't have you down as a doctor.
I'm not. I acquired it.
I didn't have you down as a petty thief either.
I'm not. What can I do with a blood pressure gauge?
Don't tempt me to tell you, sir.
Do you know the name Merlin?
I'm afraid not, old bean.
Look at this. A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Calais, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
What do you make of this?
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint, apparently.
You really want this ball?
You know I do, sir.
This plaster was very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fond of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me.
So long, Nijo.
Voodoo Pip, sir?
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush. It may never have seen the inside of a toilet bowl, but it was still hardly appetizing. Hello again, sir. Hello. Kebab. Yeah. What do you think of this? Fry kebab? Come to the... Does this mean anything to you? No. No, you buy kebab. Hi there, Dwayne. Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella? Have you had any dealings with the kebab seller? Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge. Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne. Count on it, George. Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Have you had anything from the kebab stand?
I haven't, no, with my suggestion.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Hi, Joe.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush you based the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable...
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight. A Rubicon steroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherule of form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
All right, here you go.
People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
What people? What bad things?
Never mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arthur is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il akl kal.
Il akl kal.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arthur and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
What exactly does il akl kal mean?
A polite but subtle complimentary greeting. He won't be able to do enough for you.
See you around, me, Joe.
Ta-ta for now, sir.
Hello again, sir.
Hello, kebab. Yeah.
Il akl kal?
Filthy. Bad. I'll kill you.
Whoa, calm down. I just... Think. Do your thing. behind you, Joe. What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arthur wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me. Oh, it's okay. Nothing. Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
What does ill akal kalam mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yeah, how did you know?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food. No wonder he went crazy.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Oh. Ugh. About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh? Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Look, I've got the toilet brush back.
You man of action, all righty. Don't just wave at me. Give to manager.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh? Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Bye for now, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Hello again, friend. There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation, but I couldn't speak Arabic, and he couldn't speak. Period. Well, I did know a few words of Arabic, but doubted the wisdom of using them. Hello again, friend. There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation, but I couldn't speak Arabic, and he couldn't speak. Period. Well, I did know a few words of Arabic, but doubted the wisdom of using them. Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back. The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that about? Manager, he said, "Bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my, you then." Said all that. Body language account for much, you know. Oh, yes, indeed.